Hey, what's up everyone? My name is George and this is SaaS Master. Today we're going to check out Artify. Artify is an illustration editor. I think it sets itself aside from other editors because it's more towards the illustration side than like images. But even though you can do both if you want in here of Artify. But the coolest part is the illustration and the icons and what you can do with it. So I think it does a really great job at it. So right now there's a deal going on. So check out the link in the description. The video that you're going to see right here when I go into the editor is the full version. So everything that you're going to see, I'm going to have available. So depending on the plan that you select, you might not have some things available. Now, like I said, there's a deal going on. So check that out. They have it separated by this pricing. You can test out the free version. I am sure that once you test out the free version and just move it around, you're going to see that it's worth it. Just be careful. Free version is only personal license. So that means you can't sell this. You can't use it for commercial use. But in the premium version, you can use it. And like I said, I'm in the biggest plan. So I have the Icon Shock and the Science Shock available. So let's head on over to the editor. And one of the things we're going to do right here is click on the brand new design. And you have all these available. So in this case, we're just going to do a square design, social media post. So let's start off with a new one. And there's plenty of things that you can do here that I think it's missing on other tools. So like I said, it's more fine-tuned for illustrations. So let's start off with the background. So let's head on over to background. And once you're here in background, you can select a transparent background if you want to do like a PNG in this case, or if we want to select a gradient background. So we have gradients available and you can fine tune these also if you want. So if I click on this, I can select another color from the hex, or I could just grab one of these designs. So let's grab something that's a little bit light. Let's find something like this. All right, so that seems nice. And like I said, you can do a transparent or a solid color. So this is where we're gonna start off. And the coolest things are on the right. So these are where all your assets are. So in this case, these are my uploaded assets. If I wanted to use this, I can just grab it. These are uploaded assets. And I can upload SVG, which not all editors let you do that. And you have PNG and JPEG. So I'm going to delete this one. And one of the things I don't like about some editors is that the keyboard doesn't work there. So I'm just going to hit delete and it's gone. So I could do Command C also. All right, so we have text. We have all these available text right here. These are just like the ordinary texts. And then we have the editorial. This is the ones I like. So it gives you a little bit more of a professional look when you're creating an image. So let's add one of these. All right, so just add that one right there. We have all these available, and obviously you can edit these. You can ungroup them if you want. So if I right click on this, we have the ungroup, group, delete, copy, duplicate, select all. And we can send it to the back and to the front. So for example, you want to give it that 3D look or the 2D, you have that option available. We go to illustrations. This is my favorite. I think a lot of businesses are going towards this section now. Before it was like the images, like photos, and right now it's like the illustration thing that's going on. So for example, we can choose characters right here. Face, surfaces, times. Let's go to geometric. So let's see all in geometric. And let's just select something that's around here. So I'll grab this one right here. So let's grab this geometric. Let's grab this over here. Make it a little bit smaller. There, make this geometric a bit smaller. And once you have this selected or any other object selected, we can do some things with it. So if I head on over, for example, to colors, let's just say I don't like the random colors that are selected there. So I can select a palette library that's already available, or I can create my own. So depending on my branding, I can select mine. So if I like to change this, I can do it right here. See this? So depending on your branding, you're gonna select the colors that fit best to your liking. So I'll just leave it there. These are just an example of what I'm going to do. Also with the colors, we also have the transform over here. So we can rotate this if we need to. Woo. Command Z to go back. We have the opacity. Oops, got it selected. All right, opacity. If I want to do that, I can scale it over here, smaller or bigger. We can choose the element size. We want to do that with the pixel size or width and height. And I can also lock it so it doesn't do like a distortion. I can use a reflect. So if I want to turn it to like switch it around, I can do that also. In this case, this is not available, but we got these two available for this. So you have all those options available with these. Now, if I do an edit on this one, I can choose the element. So for example, oops, sorry, edit, and then I can select the element. This I have not seen on other editors. Please tell me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I can move these around if I want. I mean, before I had to grab the SVG and I had to go to Photoshop, I had to go to AI, I had to go to a free editor on the website to actually do this. I mean, if I wanted to individually edit each one of these, I had to go somewhere else to do it, and I can do it inside of Artify. So that's one of the coolest things that I think, and I just want to delete that, for example. And I want this guy to be flying and not actually in a chair, so I can delete these elements also. All right, and that's possible here. So that's something that I haven't seen on other editors. Did you see that? I mean, that's one of the things that I think that are super unique to Artify. And that's just in the illustration. You can grab other things and do that also. Just follow me. We're going to do more. We can do the layers also. So if you want to change the layer, we only have 2 layers right now. But we can change the layers if we, for example, I got this right here in the background. And if I wanted to switch it up, I could do that really easily just with that. We have the background, we saw that. Adaptable resize, we saw that already. We have text, just ordinary text, and my designs. All right, next thing we go is 3D designs. So these are some 3D elements that they have pre-built right here that give you a kind of a different look. So just let me show you something really quickly. Let's just say I add this right here, and let me put this text in the bottom. I'll add this on the top, and put that there. So it just gives it like a little 3D kind of look. So see how that's kind of like looking even better. But like I said, this is just for testing, and you can make other things. So these are some 3D elements available. We got mockups also available right here. So depending on what type of mockup you need, just say like music mockup. So let's see music. And let's just say this was a music thing. We can put a CD in here. All right, let's resize this. Let's put some earphones. Do that there. We can also click on, let's just delete that one. We can click on this and we can move it like that if we want. Let's just do that for, just leave it there for purposes. All right. You got some more elements. We can go back, see some more elements right here, depending on like real elements. See that, and you can just bring them in. Next thing we got is photos. There's a photo library by Unsplash. You can grab photos from here. You can search for example, dogs. So if you want to use like the ordinary type of designers that you see somewhere else, then you can do this also. I'm not going to bring in an image, but that's possible there. We got icons available. So you got these icons right here. We can search for example, disk. All right, now we got disk icons. All these icons available. Maybe we want to choose for cat, for example. Let's see what we find with cat. You got cat icons, all right? Basic shapes. So you got the basic shapes available. Obviously, you can color these. You could change them around. For example, I just want to add a basic shape to this corner. And let's just say I'm going to put it over here. For example, let's leave that right there. We're going to do some opacity on it, just like that. We are going to place it behind. So send to last. All right, so now it's behind. Delete that element. All right, so just you can see what you could do with elements. Patterns, we also have patterns right here. These are really awesome, and I'll show you why. Let me get rid of that one, and I'll turn this pattern. So let's add that pattern. Let's resize it. Let's send it to the back. Send it to last. All right, that didn't send to last. Let's go to my layers over here. Send it to last. Let's add some opacity to it. All right, we can also edit those patterns right here. So I got the patterns right here. I can get rid of one of them if I want. So I can actually edit the patterns that are available here on Artify. So if you want to fine tune those, that's also available. So see that? I got rid of one of the little lines in the pattern. So that's pretty cool. Logos, you got some like little logos designs here. That's not the best logos I've seen, but that's available if you want to use it. You got herbal, right? So you got some leaves, some flowers. Let's just see some herbal shapes. This gives a little nice touch to whatever you're gonna do. If it's like doing something with that. So for example, if I add this leaf right here, let's get rid of this background because it's just, all right, there we go. You can see the leaf there. Just depending what you want to do with it. You got abstract right here. Also with these abstracts, you can move them around, you can edit them, and over here on the transform, you can remove little pieces if you want, change colors. Liquid gradients are pretty cool. So if you want this little blob right there, you can add that blob. We could set some opacity for it. We could send it to the back. We'll send it to the back. And for example, you got that there. Let's get rid of this leaf. So for example, if I want to add this blob, oops, move this to the center, get rid of this guy because he's there. And there you go. So you can edit that there. Next thing we have is the backgrounds. So remember, we have the main background that you saw on the left. These are separate backgrounds. So for example, if I just want to add a square right here, I could do that. So I'd add this little background right there, another one, or just whatever I want. These are separate backgrounds. Let's get rid of them. So once you're ready to download, you can click over here on the top. Now this is the editor part. Hold on. All right, so you can download the PNG, which is transparent, JPEG, PNG high resolution, JPEG resolution, and even SVG, so you can fine tune it somewhere else or use it on a website. This is one of the parts about Artify. The next part obviously is the pre-made designs. Now you can contribute here or you can grab designs. So if I head on over to gallery, if I click on that link, sorry if you didn't see that, let me go back. Over here in the top right, go to gallery. Okay, and you get access to this gallery right here. Now you can make your own designs public or private. By default, they are private, but let's just say you don't want to waste time doing something. So like, hey, this guy looks funny, I like him. So we can edit this guy. So if I edit that one, I can grab a design from the pre-made ones. And look at this, I have all the options available. I can add, I can delete, or I can do anything. I can find designs that are already made that I think that are cool. I don't want to waste time doing it all by myself. And I can just grab something from here. Or maybe you saw something that, hey, I don't know how he did that, but I like it. So I'll use the design and then I'll fine tune it to my liking. So that's available here. You can just look around by scrolling, or you can switch here, whatever you want. So if you want like web image, flyer, decoration, quote, something like that, it's available. So honestly, I think Artify has some really unique features that I think are really cool. Things that I would like to be added to this would be obviously videos, but I guess Artify is not in that section, and some, for example, background remover. So let's hope they add those things later on. I hope it's like in the roadmap. But as it is right now, for illustrations, I think it's really good. And I think you should have this alongside with other tools that don't do these things. All right, guys, thank you for watching. My name is George, and this is SaaS Master. I'll see you guys later.